Okay, another hilarious video. Don't laugh at me. I've got this chair that I'm going to do, and here's the back of it. You want to take it off the back of your kitchen chair or whatever kind of chair. This is for Cayman. It's his little kid chair. Anyways, so you take it off, take the old vinyl or whatever was on there off, and save the parts so you can put it back together. And then I measured an inch around the whole thing because when we go to put it back together, it needs those little clips there. So they say to usually do 2 inches around, but I only did 1 inch. And then we're gonna fold it over once I get the vinyl put on there. Okay, so I was waiting for the iron to warm up a little bit. We got it on the medium setting, and you don't want steam. And then I'm gonna iron this piece of material because it's got bumps in it and it's been folded and all that. So we're gonna iron this first. I've got it cut to the size I need, and we're gonna iron it first. So make sure you have your heat-n-bond. You can buy this at Hobby Lobby. It was a little bit more expensive at Hobby Lobby, a lot cheaper at Walmart if they carry it. They don't usually always have it, but this, it's called heat-n-bond, and it's an iron-on vinyl. So you want to start with this, and you want a clean, flat surface, and then we're going to lay this on top of the heat. So we're going to measure just how much of this we really need. And this one happens to have lines on it, so you can cut it easily. And you're just going to measure it and cut it right where you need it because you just need enough to cover this fabric that you have. Well, I'm really hoping this doesn't stay rolled like this. It's going to make it hard if it does. Anyways, here's something I learned in Fellers. You get a back-to-back tape, or just roll a tape around your finger and put it, in a circle, and then roll it around your finger, and then you stick it on the vinyl, and it'll peel it away from the paper. That's the easiest way instead of sitting there trying to fumble with your fingernail all the time. Now, this is the tacky side, so you want the tacky side up, and you're going to put the front of your fabric on the tacky side. And don't be afraid to try it. I mean, you can still reposition it. It'll still have the tackiness, and that's why they made it not so tacky, but enough to where you can put it on there. So you're going to put the front of this on the tacky side. Okay, so now you're just going to smooth out any bumps or anything. And again, you want the fabric on the tacky side so that it looks like that. And now we're going to go and iron it on there. Okay, so you're going to use the paper that came off the vinyl and position it on top of the shiny part of the vinyl. You've got it facing up. So we're going to put it on top of the shiny part of the vinyl where you position it correctly. Make sure that the iron doesn't touch it, otherwise it will stick to the iron. So we're going to do that now with. I want to do it for about 8 seconds, not too long. 1, 2. I've been doing it for about 4, so you don't want to do it too long. Just want to iron, and I'm going to have to move it up for the top, otherwise it's going to stick to the iron. Okay. And I saw a few wrinkles, and I just straightened them out. But when you go to pull it over the chair part, it's going to pull real taut, so it'll take out some of those wrinkles. Okay, now I'm going to finish ironing the top of it. Now we're going to flip it over and do it again. Iron on this side, and we're going to do it only for about 4 seconds. Okay, so now we've got both sides done. We've ironed about 4 seconds on this side, about 8 seconds on this side, and hopefully the stickiness will be nice and sticky on there and won't peel off. And now we're going to attach it to the chair. Okay, and to get it around the corners of the chair, the little chair bottoms that you put it on, these corners, they say, whoever they are, you want to do like a fat V shape. So you're going to cut like this. Let's see, we're going to do cut, and then you're going to do another cut like this. So kind of a fat V shape so that it goes around the corner easier, and it looks like that. Okay, I thought I had some foam, but I don't. You should have seen how thin the foam was that was on this chair. So this is not going to hurt. Bubble wrap. It's doubled over, or tripled. 1, 2, 3 little things of bubble wrap. So hopefully it's not too thick, because what he had on there was hardly anything. And it's not a chair to sit in for a long period of time. It's just for to eat at the table, his little chair. So hopefully this works. Let's see what we can do. All right, so you need some kind of foam, and I didn't have it, so bubble wrap. And then you put we're gonna put this over it and stretch it over and attach it with the stapling gun. So let's see if this all works, I hope. Let's position it just right. So we got it positioned, and now we're gonna fold these over and staple it with the stapling gun. I can't do it with one hand, so I'm gonna show you the results. So I stapled one staple like that for the corner, and then we're gonna fold this over and pull it as tight as you can and staple there. Okay, so I used the wrong size staples. Make sure you don't use 1/4 inch. Make sure you use the smaller ones when it's something this thin, because it went all the way through and onto the table and I got in trouble. Well, not really, but anyways, so we got smaller staples. We put them in there, and so far it's looking good. We're gonna finish all the rest of it and see how that turns out. So we're gonna pull it taut and staple. Okay, so there's the finished product. You know, I did have a couple little teeny tiny holes from the larger size staples, but you can't even see them, and I ironed over them, but now you can see the bubble wrap. But that's okay. And there's the back. The back looks really good. It's all stapled, closed, and we're going to attach it to the chair now. Well, it's not perfect, but there's the finished product. And I got it all screwed in there on the bottom.